YouTube, what's good? It's your boy 4. I'm back with another video, and this is my client. He's actually a dentist, as you can see by his work uniform. We're just gonna clean him up. He usually does his beard at home. Without further ado, let's jump straight into the video. Let's roll the intro. So we're just gonna clean him up. We're gonna give him a slight little low taper. He likes it really bald on the sides, and as you can see, his beard isn't really woofing as his other hair is. He usually maintains his beard at home with like some home clippers. So I'm scooping out with my 3 guard, and I did do some like clipper over comb to really transition that area. I got my 1 guard, and then I have my lever all the way open. This isn't really going to be an in-depth tutorial. If you guys want to learn how to fade, I got a bunch of other videos. So once the taper is pretty much cleaned up, I'm going to go ahead and line up his C-cups. And the goal of this haircut is, when he sat down, he mainly said he wanted the top cut with scissors, obviously. And he likes product in his hair. We usually add like a matte clay, which really gives it nice texture. And he likes to style it in his own way, so you're definitely going to see that at the end of the video. For the other side, this is his strong side of his taper. As you can see, he's already taking selfies, man. He's a Riz god. Like, come on. We gave this guy some Riz, man. Like, he had Riz, but with the cut, it's like double Riz, triple Riz, maximum Riz. It's crazy. Look at the taper, man. That's blurry. But y'all gonna see how my boy look at the end of the cut. He was definitely feeling himself. If you're new to the channel, like I said, hit that subscribe button, man. What you waiting for? We got weekly content. Weekly. Let's get it. We're going to fade the beard in. He doesn't like when I fade it down like too low. So we're being very careful. I got my JRL clippers and my Saber trimmers. And yeah. So this is where we're going to do the beard. Now, I like to contour it to his facial structure, to his chiseled jawline. He likes it squared instead of rounded on the ends of the beard, where the neckline and the sideburns meet. So we're gonna do that. As you can see, I'm being very careful not to dig too much into the beard. But when you make the beard, chiseled to the jawline, it really makes your client look more manly, That's the goal of a haircut, honestly. Make the client look more attractive, more manly. Only real barbers know that. Other barbers just want to make the cut look good. Like, yeah, it's about the cut, but you want to make your client look good to whatever fits him and fits his face, fits his chin, all that. Some people have wider chins, thinner chins, You got to make it, you got to get in where you fit in, you feel me? Other side, same thing. This side, he had a little bit of regrowth because, like I said, he does his beard at home. He's obviously not a barber. My guy's a dentist. He's a dentist. I respect it. So it wasn't super even, but we went ahead and evened it out for him. And as you can see, that beard's looking fire. Chiseled. Perfect to his face. Makes his chin look very chiseled. Look at that. Boom. Crispy. We went ahead and followed it up with the shavers. He likes it really bald at the bottom. A substitute to this could be like a razor if you want. So we're going to go ahead and get started on the scissor work. Now, I'm not the best at scissors, but I know what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? I usually split it up in 3 sections just based off his receding points. Something my client doesn't really like about his hair is the thin spots in the front. Now, whenever you're cutting someone, you should always identify what they don't like about their hair. Everyone has something that they usually don't like about their hair, their least favorite part. So we're going to go ahead and add some volume to it. So I'm going to split it up in like 3 sections and basically trim it. He wanted the sides trimmed more than the top. So the top, I kind of like point cut it a little bit. And then the back, he also wanted it trimmed. But I usually take my finger razor and trim the back with that, as you guys will see. So I'm just going to create a guide and follow that through on the sides. Like I said, he wanted a lot taken off the sides because he basically said he didn't like how it was fluffy on the sides. This is my second time cutting him. So he didn't like the fluff that grew in from the last cut. So this is like a maintenance cut, you know? He likes it long. This is obviously a longer hairstyle. Is this my strong suit? No, but I know how to do it. I feel like as a barber, you know, you don't got to be the best at what, you know, you're not good at. But as long as you work on it and just focus on what you're good at, I think you could be a great barber. So, yeah. So we're following that guide all the way through. And as you can see, I got my thin side of the comb so I could pull that hair. Then we're gonna wet the other side. This side was a bit easier. So we're gonna create a new guide instead of taking it from the other side, just because I knew how much, you know, he wanted off. But if you're cutting like extreme amounts of hair off, then yeah, I'd recommend just following the guide all the way through. Now I'm just kind of like cross-checking, making sure it's even. And I'm kind of cutting it on an angle just so it can like flow into like a mullet shape. This is basically kind of like a mullet cut because there is no taper in the back. So yeah. And like I said, the back, we're not gonna scissor cut it. We're just gonna trim it with like our finger razor basically. So yeah. So I'm kind of cutting it on an angle so that when I blow dry it back, it'll have like a curtain look to it, if that makes sense. Right here, I didn't angle the camera up by accident, but I'm basically just cross-checking it. I basically combed it all back, and I'm just cross-checking my work. It isn't going to be completely even because we did keep the top a little bit thicker, but as long as it's even on the sides and it kind of connects to the top, it's all good. As you can see, my dude's already risen it up, you know? Y'all saw I finger razored it in the back. Now we're just going to blow dry it and then add some product and then do some detail work. So with the blow dry, I got my vent brush. The vent brush basically allows it not to frizz up. I usually blow dry it a little bit before I add the product. I'll add the product when like the hair is dry, but a little bit damp. So right here, like the hair is still wet, but it's not soaked. You know what I'm saying? Now I'll grab my round brush. I'm trying to give it some volume, but he doesn't like it fluffy. Like I said, he really doesn't. So yeah, we're just, you know. As you can see that taper right there, it was flawless earlier, but some imperfections shown through. So we're gonna go ahead and detail it in a minute. Now we're gonna finish the beard. I'm just gonna take his mustache down. Like I said, he does it at home. Then we're gonna do our razor. Shout out Easy Blade Shaving Products. Use my promo code that's on the screen, the 4th Ken. Grab yourself a discount if you want some dope razors. The mustache, he didn't want it too thin, but we made it, you know, just following his facial structure, whatever looks best. Gonna hit that C cup, other side with the razor. As you can see, I'm stretching the skin, you know, when I do the razor too. And now we're gonna detail. So I got my thin-inch shears, and I didn't really want to disconnect it, although it kind of looks disconnected. I'm kind of like snipping away. And then I started point cutting. And this is what really brought the cut together once I point cutted it. We're gonna add some matte clay. As you can see, look at that taper, man. Look at that. Now, this is how my client likes his hair styled. He likes it styled with like the fingers, but he likes to do it. So you guys are gonna see how he styles it. But yeah, that's the cut. Look at that. The flow, nice and even. The dentist outfit, like, come on. This is how my client came in. And this is how he's leaving. My boy's rizzed up with the fresh outfit. If you guys like the cut, leave a comment, leave a like. This is the finished look. Let me know what you guys think.